18% of business owners in America are using this funding strategy that you probably never heard of. Check out this video to find out how you can use your retirement funds as a down payment on a business without paying a dime in taxes or penalties. Albert Einstein said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world." Warren Buffett's first rule of investing is never lose money. His second rule is don't forget rule number one. In today's economy, both of these aren't as easy as they used to be. We have worked through a pandemic, a possible recession, and live in a world where a fake tweet dropped a pharma stock price 10%. Don't get me wrong, I am a big believer in the stock market. I have a significant amount of my net worth invested into the market. I love the idea of how it's supposed to work, the whole set it and forget it nature of it. You invest, you look back in years, and you check out your growth. But growth in the market just isn't as easy as it used to be. Now, I've definitely benefited from compound interest, but Warren Buffett's next most popular quote has served me much, much better. That quote is, "The best investment you can make is in yourself." Betting on myself has made me much more money than the stock market ever has or ever will. From the looks of the data, America figured this out as well. More small business applications were applied for this year than any other time in history. And a new franchise business opens every 8 minutes of every working day. Entrepreneurship is the most effective way to build wealth in America, period. So what if I told you that after 20 years of being in franchising, there is a financial secret that wealthy franchisees are using to leverage both of these? Compound interest in the stock market and using the same money to bet on yourself. That is what I call living life on your own terms. This program is called ROBS, Rollover as Business Startup. And here's how it works. We all know while you are employed, you invest into a retirement fund where your employer typically provides some type of match. Here's a list of options. You probably recognize many of these. They're pretty traditional retirement plans. With these, you usually benefit from both compound interest and an employer match. Most people believe the taxes and the fees on this money makes it untouchable until we're 59, but it's just not true. We can show you how you can access this money without paying a dime in taxes or penalties. In fact, this chart shows you 18% of new small business owners in America are using their retirement funds to fund the business. And we're using this one inside of Sidekick. Just last month, one of our own Sidekick advisors used the ROBS program to buy his own Bloom & Blinds franchise. So what is the ROBS program? It's a way for you to use your retirement funds to invest into your own company instead of someone else's. Your retirement funds are probably currently invested into Apple, ExxonMobil, Google, Tesla, GMC, mutual funds, whatever. It doesn't matter. By investing, what you are doing is betting on your share value going up due to other people's performance. I mean, Elon Musk has said many times that Tesla trading at 30 times earnings is way too much, and that's where your money might be. If you'd rather bet on yourself, then the ROBS program might be right for you. The ROBS program gives you the ability to use your own retirement funds, tax-deferred and penalty-free, to invest into your own small business. With it, you can either start a new business or invest into an existing business. Now, there are some requirements to use this. You need to own your own new business in a C Corp, which creates both startup and ongoing corporate management costs. Don't worry, we can introduce you to people that will do this for you. First, you have to have at least $50,000 in your retirement plan. Just a little Sidekick note here. Most franchise companies, they will cost you more than $50,000. So I would suggest you only use this program if you have more than $50K, and it's probably a good idea to only use a portion of your retirement savings and leave money in to grow. Diversification is always a good idea when it comes to investments. To leave as much as possible into your retirement plan, you could use the ROBS program as your down payment and borrow the rest through an SBA loan. Again, we can introduce you to people to do this. Also, you must be both an employer and an employee in your newly formed business. Again, we can walk you through that. Here's a chart to show you some of the pros and cons when you're considering using a ROBS program. At Franchise Sidekick, we are all about living life on your terms. If you're like me, you'd much rather bet on yourself than rely on others to help you do that. Nobody cares about your future like you do. If you want to take control of your future, but you're looking at your bank account and thinking that you don't have enough money to do it, then you may want to go put the bank statement down and pick the retirement statement up and see if that's an option for you. This program isn't for everyone, but for 18% of small business owners in America, this funding strategy was the right one for them. If you want to learn more about this, you can visit our resource center at franchisesidekick.com. And of course, if you want to know more about how this works, schedule a free 10-minute call with the Sidekick advisor. It could change your life.